Alright, what's up, YouTube? Today, or on this video, I want to talk about what I think is like the most underrated tool, especially like for the older generations and older people that have been doing this for a long time. They're not really, I don't know if they don't believe in it or what, but anyways, I think Google Maps is probably like one of the best tools that's like not really popular, or people don't like praise it too often, I guess, unless you're like younger or part of like the millennials and stuff like that. But um, I think it's like a vital tool, and for me, it's probably one of my most used tools for truck driving, and it's hugely important. I'll go ahead and like show you guys examples of why, but it's useful for everything from like driving in mountains, definitely 100%. Um, Probably the key one is just finding out how to deliver and pick up at certain shippers and receivers that aren't obvious, or you've never been there before. 100% on that. I'll show you an example, but first off, I just wanted to show you, especially for people that don't know, that you can have this as satellite. So you can switch this by hitting this button up here on the top right, and then hit satellite, and there we go. I picked up here yesterday, but it gives you a great view of what you're going to be getting into. So you can zoom in, you can see this is where you check in, you stop here, you walk into the building, and then you come drop your trailer over here and you grab your load here, and then you're off to go. And especially somewhere like here, if you're just to put this on your truck GPS, it's only going to be drawings, it's not going to be actually satellite images. So it's a lot better to know what you're getting into, because this is all country. So it might be scary bringing a truck into something that's like, small streets like this that are really old, and just not knowing where you're heading to, making turns. This will help you know if you can actually make turns. On the right side, you can see the trucks are about like 70 feet, I think, so you can say about right there, and you got to make that turn. You can see it's not the easiest turn, but it isn't impossible or anything like that. It's not really hard, but it gives you a good idea what you're getting into. So works in that way. Another example is like there's a place that I picked up at recently. It's ConAgra. This is the address they give you, and what everybody ends up doing when they try to come to this place, the entrance is over here. And if you were to look at the satellite images on Google Maps, you would see it's here. Come in there, you check in right there, you make a left, and there's there all the docks and then the drop yard. But what most people do, I've had more than one person tell me that the truck GPS, it'll make you make a right up here on Oates Court, and you get stuck at this freaking little cul-de-sac. I don't know if anybody runs into there. I would think they might, but yeah, like let's say if I tell it to go there, it's probably gonna tell me to go to the cul-de-sac. Let me see, from my location. Yeah, see, it's telling me to go there. So even this could be wrong. So it's great always to put the address in there, and then from there to like go ahead and scout it out and see what you got. Another good thing about Google Maps is that it lets you get a street view. So for instance, if I'm thinking this is entrance but I'm not sure, I could always just set a little pin there, and then it'll give me a street view from that location. I could look around. I could say, is that really the entrance? You can see at one time this is a rider location, I guess, I don't know. But you could also read the signs. A lot of times it'll say like trucks entrance or whatever, or truck exit only, stuff like that. But it'll give you a great view for things like that. But if there's ever something confusing that you see on the road, or like on your route, you can always do that too. But I think that's a great tool, or this is a great tool, 100%. And two, the one thing is once you get used to using this and driving with it, once you do hit the mountains, or not the mountains really, but like, I mean, basically little road courses and stuff, you could use this to help you predict how tight the turns are going to be ahead, especially at nighttime when you can't see shit to begin with, and the turns might be tight. It runs with you in satellite mode while you're driving, so you can see what the turns will look like ahead. And it's not like this when you're driving. It'll end up looking like that, I guess. Like, you get to see further ahead what's going on. It also gives you live traffic too. So it's all green right now. See right here, there's probably a steep part of the mountain or hill, or there could be traffic stopped here for some reason. But it tells you traffic predictions. So like, let's see right now. I'm sure LA has traffic. No, because of the freaking coronavirus, it's not too bad. But it looks like Grapevine had traffic on it, which is probably just everybody just climbing up the hills, unless there's an accident. Oh, right here, there's probably a freaking accident, or maybe not. No, that's the beginning of Grapevine. But it helps you predict how things are gonna be. Like for instance, I guess Vail must be clear right now. No snow or something. No chain law. But yeah, gives you a great idea on how things are gonna be. I wonder what the hell happened here. See, it'll tell you sometimes. Road closed. Doesn't tell you why. You can in a quick trip to figure out what's going on with that. But it's a great tool. It helps you figure out what's going on and how to get there. Oh, last thing. I knew there was something I was forgetting. Let's say we'll go back to Thousand Oaks. Where's that? Go back. Another thing that you could use Google Maps for is figuring out how your place is gonna be. So as you saw, I picked the pin that said the shipper receiver's name, and then you can look at reviews. And a lot of times, other truck drivers will leave reviews, and they'll like leave advice. Some of the best ones, they'll tell you how to check in and out too. So if it's still confusing after looking at images and all that, or Google Maps, then you could also find instructions on here sometimes. So it's a great tool. You guys should try it if you don't already. But if you have any other tools like for routing or scouting, besides like the obvious ones like Atlas or Truck GPS, go ahead and leave a comment and let me know what you guys do. I'll see you guys later.